Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Inacia. I am back after some time of absence from my channel, and welcome. Like I said, if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, thanks for sticking around. Even after all of this time, this is Ignited Intuition. It's my YouTube channel here, and I am looking forward to, yeah, doing this up pretty much. Um, it's been a while. Yes, it's been a while, and so want to get right into it and honor everybody coming in here with some insights about how November can go for you. This is going to be November's 2024 monthly maps, and it will help give you some insight on what to expect for the month, maybe things to take with you, things to leave behind, unexpected surprises, etc., etc. If you want to skip this intro and get right into the piles, please do so. They will be time stamped, and I'll put those in the comments. But yeah, happy Scorpio season, my friends. It's no coincidence that I find myself back here during this time. This is my favorite time of the year, as I realize every time it comes around. And I think maybe this time will be the time that I remember. It always feels very, very welcoming. We have Halloween that kicks off, that starting rumble of Scorpio season. And then this year we had that new moon in Scorpio hit on Friday, followed by a weekend of Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. So yeah, I'm back from the dead, and I hope to keep this up regularly. I miss this. I was just thinking as I was getting the piles ready. I've already pre-selected the cards. I don't know what is under the cards, but they are pre-selected for each of the piles. And I was getting, that nervous excitement, and even now, setting up, making it nice and pretty over here. uh, I was feeling it. I was feeling it. I had that smile plastered on my face, ready. So without further ado, my loves, this is your piles 1, 2, 3, and 4. Please do follow your intuition and choose the pile that you so wish to receive messages from. First pile that we have is gonna be this beautiful little sparkling purple glittery heart. Pile 2 is this sparkling little glittery fuchsia heart. Pile 3 from the sea. It's like this glittering seafoam heart. And pile 4 is going to be, this like glittering little electric blue heart. All right, so choose your piles. Like I said, they're going to be time stamped. So you go ahead and skip to your pile. Yeah, this is a spread that I use for myself on a monthly basis. So if you, find yourself feeling like you're not getting any messages that resonate, do understand that sometimes it takes time. Sometimes you'll realize things as you go on through the month, and sometimes they just come as realizations that you have at the end of the month, after the fact, after all has been said and done. So either way, I'll see you at your pile. Okay, pile 1, if you chose the purple glittering heart, it's going to be your monthly maps for November of 2024. I'm going to start with your charms, and I'm going to read out all the cards here that are laid out. But first, because I was freaking confused, I was like, how come there's 2 of the Sacred Traveler cards? And I forgot I had written notes here for the piles, and your pile says there are 2 Sacred Traveler cards. I thought that was curious. So we'll get into it and we'll get into the meanings. But first with the charms, we have Boo, a little ghost Boo. It's a friendly one. I love it for Scorpio season, for ghostly times, underworld, deep diving times, that kind of vibe. Okay, so you've got a little Boo ghost. You'll have a little placard looking thing that looks, yeah, looks like a placard. It says hope. You have a bra. You have a first place ribbon. And then you have a cell phone. So what I'm hearing, the themes and main focuses, yeah, the themes and the focuses for the month here could be putting yourself first, could be exposing yourself, right? Kind of leaving yourself bare-chested, leaving yourself open, open lines of communication. Oh yeah, definitely deep open lines of communication. My voice is a little unsteady in this reading. I'm feeling nervous. So there's something that could be something that you have been waiting to hear back from. Maybe you're waiting to see if you've reached first level, first position, you know, that you won that job, that you won that thing. You're hoping for whatever it is. There could be a little nervousness in your energy for November. But being, I think, as clear as possible. I'm thinking of like a ghost being translucent, and so you can kind of see through the ghost. It's being like as clear as possible. Is this even in the frame? Oh goodness, are we in the frame here? Oh, okay. Okay, see, keeping yourself in the frame. Okay, this is one of the things too, because I got to see the charms. The charms are easy to see when I'm moving the piles around and trying to get them around. So I had seen the first place ribbon. I was like, oh, this person has to put themselves first. So it's definitely, you know, confident. I'm kind of even seeing like an energy of just feeling very sure of yourself. So if you do feel nervous, or if you have that kind of anxiety, waiting for something to happen, or just overall an itching out of your skin, essentially, you know, itching out of your skin, itching out of your clothes, right? Vibe. Try to maintain your composure, right? Try to maintain a flow of currents, right? Like keeping your energy current. How can you not stay stuck in that energy, but keeping the line, like I said, lines open and being hopeful. So whatever. We'll see where that leads. We shall see where that leads. Maybe it adds to what comes up. Whatevs. So your journey for the month, you have stepping into your power. Come on. You're strong beyond measure. I mean, what did I just say? Confident, baby. Be confident. Great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. So it could be a little bit, again, hesitating on making a final leap, final decision. I'm getting like Fool card energy even. Stepping into that power is like, you know, that bold energy. I'm getting Aries energy too in there. I don't know why that's coming up, but those are coming up, so I'm saying them. You know, November is really asking you, are you going to be like on a hamster wheel, or are you going to take the wind by its sails? How does that saying go? You know, I don't know the whatever that saying goes with a boat, you know, getting ready to set sail kind of vibes. Like, are you gonna let that yourself kind of venture forward and kind of, again, putting yourself first, right? This is be putting yourself in a leadership position, maybe stepping into your power in a sense of going for that job that you wanted, or going for that that relationship that you wanted. It's however it's coming up for you in your life, right? It could be many things, but there's like a sensation of chest forward, you know? So I think of like when your chest is forward, I'm getting that from the bra here. When your chest is forward, you're exposing your neck, you're exposing your chest area, your breasts area, you know, a little bit of the stomach, but more of, I think, of the top part of the body. And there's an air that brings. So it's like, where are you gonna let the air bring you? And I'm thinking air in terms of communications, right? Because of the air energy that's in the tarot that's associated with swords. So there's that open lines that I was talking about. But yeah, that's going on. Let's see what your the animal, a spirit animal that can guide you along the way. Ooh, the koala. It says spirit has a plan, number 35, the koala spirit. Okay. I feel like the koala spirit is like looking really chill right now. It's looking really chill. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't have anything really to do right now other than chill. But then, you might think like, oh, the koala, it's a soft animal. You know, you kind of, you're kind of not thinking of the koala as something that would maybe win first place, would put themselves forward because they're just chewing on their leaves and just hanging out and chilling. But if you look at the eyes of this koala, they're freaking intense. That's one thing that I'm noticing is the eyes of the koala are super intense. So there's that thing again of here of like maybe keeping your eye on the prize, right? I think of Ghost too. Ooh, maybe some of you are gonna be ghosting people, right? This koala looks like it means business, right? And so if the koala is like just chilling in its confidence, in its power, right? And taking a chance, moving, grooving, releasing that need to feel insecure or unsure of oneself by allowing, I guess, spirit to like also guide you and know that spirit's backing this plan. I almost feel like this might be a month where like you really wonder, you're maybe at the last like leg of something, or maybe you're just embarking on a new journey, and you're feeling like, am I overstepping it? Am I thinking things are too good to be true? Am I really gonna do this? Is this really gonna happen? Those kind of thoughts. And it's a test here. It's like, listen, can you hold that staff and like get through to the other side? This is crazy. I'm like totally seeing like the guy with the staff right here and the water reference here of like Moses parting parting the Red Sea. I think Moses was parting the Red Sea in Prince of Egypt, the cartoon movie. Yes, I am referencing this. Um, and like it's unbelievable that they're gonna get through to the other side by this person who's like parting the seas with a freaking, you know, rod or whatever. Funny, rod is like the fire signs in tarot. We have the light here. Okay, anyway. So it's spirit has a plan. Can you trust and can you hold? Can you keep that vision? And can you also not only keep the vision, like I said, with the eyes of the koala, but the vision here, third eye reference with this circular motion of the third eye reference here. Okay, so let's take a little breath. Oh, I love laughing. I hope you know this, and you will soon know this, that I will laugh always. Okay, we're going to see what communication is coming to you from spirit. Anything that you need to see, hear, know, understand, witness, all that kind of good stuff today. So we have ancestors, remembrance. But look at this. We have high priestess, high priest, responsibility. Okay, so this is, again, a month of really stepping into who you are and where you're going. And this is, I feel like this is, this too is something that I think something that you've been for the majority, I think, of the people choosing this pile, that this is something that you've already been working on, or this is a culmination of what you've been doing. And kind of, it's funny, as I say that, I look at the Purple Heart and I think of like Purple Heart as someone who's been through the battles, right? Somebody who's done their work, someone who's been bruised up, that kind of vibe. Because look at this, what spirit is like communicating to you is like you're leveling up, or you're coming into this sense of again, I had mentioned leadership, like being responsible, right? Owning your power, owning who you are, owning what your gifts are, right? There's like different gifts, different calculated gifts in your DNA structure that comes from your ancestors that have been with you from, from 100 years ago and 1,000 years ago and time that you can't even fathom years ago. So what is it that you know, and you're lying to yourself in a sense of telling yourself, being unsure of what can come to exist. And I use that word lying because that's what I was told to use, and like it might be a little harsh, but just we're being straight up here, right? This is not a beginner energy. You know what's up, and if you can't take this how it's spoken to you, you've got more work to do. And like everybody has work to do, but don't fool yourselves in this case. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going for time's sake because I could like keep rambling and keep talking forever. I just want to make sure that I'm staying and keeping on time. I usually don't care about time, but maybe that's something too with y'all timing. Okay, so we're gonna see what you should should what you should take with you and embrace for the month of November. So you have the Father of Swords. Look at that owl, wise energy. Love that they're using the owl here in reference to the Father of Swords, which is the King of Swords, the master of his suit, And then you have the Six of Wands with that butterfly reference. Like I love this deck, Wild Unknown. I think it was one of my first decks that I'd bought on my own, if not the first one. So, Father of Swords and Six of Wands. So, yeah, it's embracing the fact that you are a winner. Okay? Straight up, I want to say winner, winner, chicken dinner. And Guy Fieri says that. I've watched enough cooking shows that sometimes have seen Guy Fieri, and I know he says winner, winner, chicken dinner. And I really love the reference to that right now, of winner, winner, and then chicken dinner, right? And the chicken is in between. The word chicken is in between winner and dinner, right? And Jesus, my mind is going crazy. I'm gonna say what I'm thinking. So you have winner, winner, chicken dinner. So you have the W in between, and then the chicken. So the winner, W, and the dinner, a D, and W, D could be like wind, right? Wind, the wind at your sails, but you have the chicken in between that wind at your sails. And there's that reference point that keeps pointing back to the fact that if you let your nerves win this month, I think you're going to deny yourself and rob yourself of something amazing. Whatever that is for you, you will. And I hate to sound so harsh, but the Father of Swords is sometimes, because he masters the swords, he masters the air qualities, right? He masters the mental. The mental can be very cutting. The swords are very cutting. And just recently I've been getting I got the card, the King of Swords, from a different deck, from the Astro Matrix deck, if you want to go, tarot deck, if you want to go look at it. And the King of Swords is basically sterile in that depiction. In my opinion, he's in all white. There are butterfly references in his card, but compared to a different card, Bone, Stone, and Earth, Flesh Tarot, that I had pulled the same card, the King of Swords, from, he was more of a King Arthur looking type character for a King of Swords. So all that to say, and I don't know where I was going with that, but there was somewhere I was going. All that to say, do not rob yourself of your glory, essentially, right? Be bold, be hopeful, don't be this month is it's asking you to embrace like whether or not a person, place, situation is going to rob you of your glory, of something that you can shine, be proud of, that you can shine with, whatever the case of the Six of Wands of like accomplishments. Make sure that if you are feeling that way, right? If you're discerning in your energy and know that something, again, a place, person, situation is robbing you of your glory, make sure to cut them off. But also in the same breath, be discerning, making sure that you're not getting ahead of yourself either, right? So the owl, be discerning. Make sure that your mind is not playing tricks on you and that you're using it to your advantage. Right? Just keep your sight, I think, steady. And embrace looking towards that glory instead of so much emotion. That's what's coming up right now. There's like a boldness and vulnerability in the chest, but it's not to overwhelm the success. Okay, so this is the cards now that it's gonna let you know what to leave behind and what to let go of for the month of November 2024. Listen, things fluctuate, so this could be good for you another time, but at this time, it will not be. So Seven of Pentacles and Four of Cups of what to leave behind and let go of for the month of November for you. This is that phase where you're trying to plan your way out of your misery. You're trying to come up with more and more ideas and more ways in which you can make something flourish, right? That you can, maybe again, this is like you've already got the finished product, but you're not seeing its results yet. And so you keep putting in more effort, right? You keep putting in more effort. You keep adding to it. You keep feeling like you need to edit something that you haven't put in enough, right? That you have, that this literally says Lord of Success Unfulfilled. And it's right underneath the Six of Wands, which is the card of success. This is like not seeing the fruits of your labor yet. And so you're like, I am going to let, what, oh my God, literally, you're like, I'm going to let my emotions carry me away, essentially. Cancer moon here. We have Cancer, the moon in Cancer, which is its sign, which could be wonderful at times, but it could also bring you to places where you feel completely dissatisfied with life as it is. And again, that is going to be of detriment for you with what you're trying to embrace for the month, with where Spirit is trying to take you, okay? So, boom, there's that. And finally, the unexpected and unforeseen. This is what, let's see, this is whatever can happen. Ooh, not for you. Not for you. There's that chess match. I like that chess match and fortune cookie. So this is another a little tie-in too of what I was saying with being discerning, right? Knowing which moves are taking you to championship goals here. We have the 6 here, right? 6 here. What's taking you to your glory? What's uncomfortable and things that you might have to let go of, people that you might have to let go of, situations that you might have to let go of, and understand that things, what is and isn't for you in the moment, but not to impede what is already like coming and happening if you fucking believe so. Oh no, I don't know if I should swear on here. I just did. Okay. Not for you. Ooh, I don't like leaving that. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me think. I feel like I totally don't want to leave it on not for you, but you know what? This is okay. Okay, I love it. See, I was like, I'm gonna pull another card as a clarifier for not for you, because I can't be left with not for you as an unexpected and unforeseen. But this is this energy here that I was talking about. Okay. if you keep trying to do some behind the scenes and not actually move these pieces on the chessboard, you will never win the game, right? You will be that chicken that doesn't let you to have doesn't that's in that impedes your dinner, right? Your dinner, your abundance, to be fed by whatever desire it is that you're being driven by. Okay, so yes, pile one, this is your pile. Thank you if you made it all the way through here. I hope this resonated with you. If you did make it all the way through, make sure to put a purple heart in the comments, or like my video and share it with anybody that you think would appreciate and maybe need a little guidance from me. So until next time, my friends, I'll talk to you. Okay, hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here. This is your pile if you chose this little glittering fuchsia heart. I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start with the charms. These are all cards that I've selected. I have no idea what they say. Let me see what notes that I have for pile two. Only one. One note, my friends. It says very clear messages. So pile two, there's something about clarity, some very clear messages going on here. So let's see for your charms. So I'm also hearing something about, for me, not to read between the lines if there's clear messages. So I almost feel like taking things very literally, and maybe not so much abstractly and figuratively for your pile. So maybe if you're someone who usually thinks abstractly, it's maybe taking things out of a multiple meaning kind of situation and making them literal, one or two, very definitive. I don't know. That's what's coming up for me. So anyway, for the charms, you have a tree, you have a skeleton. It's a lady. To me, it looks like a lady because there's a gentleman skeleton. Yes, right there is, because I have a bearded skeleton guy. She has a flower in her hair. You have the star, the moon, and the sun charm. It's a trifecta there. And then you have a bicycle. So literal here. Moving, right? Journeying somewhere singularly, right? There's that single vibe on the bike. It's not a car where multiple people sit, it's a bike. So this is maybe a journey on your own, a lone journey, right? The tree is also singular here in this case. Many leaves though, but it's a singular tree. I just got a hot touch on my finger, which is kind of confirming. So there's something about a navigation that comes directly from your own structure, from your own being, that you're letting flourish, right? There's something about being navigated, or something about navigation by your own. I'm hearing North Node. Maybe your North Node is significant. I would look that up. In astrology, you don't need to know anything really other than your, I do believe you need to know your date of time of birth, but you need to get a free birth chart. You could do that on astro.com. Get a free birth chart there, or cafeastrology.com. And birth date, birth year, birth month, and time you were born. And just check out that North Node. See what that is for you. That could be impactful. But yeah, there's something about navigating by your own structure, by your own way of, like, by your own sprouts. So I wonder if you have like tendrils of new ideas, and maybe you're something about curiously letting them be witnessed, letting those little baby buds be witnessed. Also with the sun, moon, and star combination, I'm getting more astrology references here. This could be maybe taking a look at your three, your sun, your moon, and your rising. You know, your sun, your moon, rising sign. The star in astrology is associated, or in tarot is associated with Aquarius. So there's that star energy, Aquarius. I'm thinking Aquarius because my Aquarius is rising. So yeah, checking out your astrology this month could be helpful for you. Um, Again, you don't have to be advanced. You could be a newbie. You could type your chart in and you could just like look up, hey, where's the sun right now? You know, where's the sun right now, and where does that sit in your chart? Or do you find yourself looking at the moon cycles? We'll pay attention closer, and how does that coincide with what it says about your rising sign? You keep it very simple. And okay, I'm gonna move on. So what's your journey? Let's see what your journey is. See, I'm like I was trying to add more words, and I just got like, okay, you can move on. You don't have to. See, I was trying to put more and more and more meaning into something. And literally I'm remembering it says very clear messages. So it's like, keep the messages clear. Okay. So traveling lightly, simplify your life. Go figure, it leads into this, right? This is your journey, traveling lightly. So it's simplifying your life. It's kind of sifting through maybe all the knowledge that you have accumulated so far. Maybe this pile are people who, you know, have studied a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a human design and philosophy and poetry, and also you know, engineering, and you know, all of these and languages, and all of these different things that you could have picked up along the way on your journey of life. And like right now, your focus is to be clear and concise, right? This is not a when I saw the bike charm, I wanted to say like the bike tandem, is that how you say it, when it's like a bike that could put multiple people on it, like two people pedaling the bike? I was gonna say this is not a bike in tandem. It's a singular bike. It's you on this journey. And so if you're on a journey, right, there's not a lot that you can physically carry. If you find yourself, right, journeying in the physical, whether you're walking somewhere, you're on a bike, there's not much that you could physically carry. Now, I'm not saying you're not strong and can't carry much. You probably can. But this season in November 2024 asks you to lighten your load a little bit. Simplify your life. Where can you let go of things that aren't serving you, right? The tree reference. Where can you clip off, you know, leaves that no longer suit you, right? Maybe buds that have been overgrown, you know, branches that are overgrown, or whatever the case is. This is really simplifying and letting the leaves fall as they may, and not being too hard on yourself or too worked up on trying to carry all of these different things with you for November. Okay. This is the spirit ally, the spirit animal ally for you. It's number 38. It says the lizard spirit says dream the world into being. This is so cute. I've never gotten the lizard spirit in the animal for my animal deck. So yay! But dream the world into being. So this is for sure a blueprinting kind of time for you, right? This is, again, it's that simplifying aspect of leaving things behind that don't serve you right now. But it is also kind of taking a look at your, let's say if your tree is the vision for what you have in the world, it's kind of blueprinting and placing these stars here and these aspects here and this moon here and that rising sign there, you know, in terms of being or like allowing yourself to be a beginner again and feel back at the beginning. I'm getting that from the green energy of the lizard here, and I'm feeling green like a newbie, like somebody that's green. Okay, I want to see what else comes out. It says hearth, homecoming, and spirit initiation. Okay, that's powerful. Okay, I love it. See, it's funny. I wasn't sure And now I am. I wasn't sure, and now I am. These are communications from Spirit, anything that Spirit wants to let you know, that the universe wants to let you know. So you have Hearth, Homecoming, and Spirit Initiation. And so there it is, that homecoming, definitely that reiteration of checking out your astrology, being kind of a witnesser of the cycles right now that are happening. And I feel like this is because it's allowing you to shape something, right? Spirit is asking you to initiate something in your life. Now, if you listen to pile 1, it's definitely very different energy than this pile 2. And I can say that now just to not mess anybody up, because, obviously maybe some people have listened to pile 1 and now they've come to 2. So either way, I'm letting y'all know to know that that energy is very different. They felt like they had something already culminating on the like its last leg of the race, where this feels very much like the beginning of the race, right? The beginning of something new. And with this homecoming card, I like that there's a fire depiction here in this cauldron, because it's kind of showing me that initiation, that spark. It's like it's like that saying on a bike race or whatever, on your mark, get set, go. So it's like ready, like go. Let's get the flame going. Let's start cooking it up. Let's start, removing ingredients, mixing ingredients, all that kind of stuff. So there's something new wanting to come out of this allowance of yourself, of knowing that you can't take everything that you've accumulated up until this point. There's definitely an asking of you here to keep things clear and kind of shake it off. Seeing that with the leaves, I'm hearing the like rustling of the leaves as they're shaking in the wind. Kind of shake things off so that you are light, and you find yourself like floating into the stars, right? Being of the sun and the moon and the stars, and feeling that daydreamy energy in your body. That's what Spirit wants right now. It wants that fire cooking. It wants that creative energy, right? Like the Wands energy in tarot. Okay, so this is going to be what to embrace and take with you for the month. Oh my God. I promise you, my friends, none of this is pre-recorded. Okay. Oh, my freaking phone is dying. Oh my God. Oh, my phone doesn't die. None of this is freaking, I said pre-recorded. None of these cards I look at once I pull them. I just create the piles. The star. The star. Okay, I love that. To embrace and take with you the star energy. And then the Mother of Pentacles. That's the Queen of Pentacles. I love that deer energy, very soft. So there's that soft, dreamy aspect, but, of Pentacles, of the earth. So it's like bringing all of that potentiality, right? The things that are possible when you believe in the stars and you believe in things that you can't see and witness just yet. And the Mother of Pentacles wants you to allow this dream and this vision to like flow into you, whatever it is that you want to like sustain and create on earth. I'm thinking of how the Mother or the Queen of the suits represent the water elements. So you have water of earth. Pentacles is representative of earth energy. So you have this ability this month right now to plant some new seeds, plant some new buds, maybe plant a new tree, right? Plant a new tree, plant a new garden. It's like there's something, again, there's something about you have the structure, now you just have to use pieces of it, right? I'm not saying that, what am I not saying? I'm not saying that, but wait, you're just contradicting yourself. You just said simplify your things and new. I'm not saying that. It's like the structure, you already know the how to create an evergreen. So now you just have to create the evergreen, that kind of thing. You already know how to make nothing out of something, and so you're being asked to do that again, and get excited, right? It's like, this is like getting excited energy. I was super excited when I saw the star card. Aquarius energy. I know a lot of people like to think Aquarius is like super out there, and they are known as forward thinkers and things like that. But it's bringing energy that I don't know why I was thinking about Saturn. I think Saturn is Saturn Aquarius's ruler. Am I getting that wrong? Okay. Again, get into astrology right now. Get into astrology right now. Okay, either way, embracing and taking with you for the month is starting to let those ideas, dreams, hope, wishes, those kind of things flow from this place and realm of possibilities into a ground effect, right? It's like hitting the ground running, or in this case, biking. There's energy, it's like movement, sustaining by your own feet, by your own effort, by your own feet. Feet, F-E-A-T was my first feet. And then the second feet, F-E-E-T. I love words, my friends. I hope you understand. So this is what you're gonna leave behind and let fall away for the month of November. You have the Knight of Wands and you have the Princess of Wands. Ooh, okay. So see, there might be this energy of feeling gung-ho right now, of feeling like, oh my God, well, you're telling me like I've got to get this thing moving and grooving. So I'm trying to see it all the way through, baby. I'm trying to take that fire that Spirit's asking me to culminate right now, and hit that ground running, and hit it hard, right? And leave my name in a rage of fire across the way as my feet blaze and my ground, the ground is ablaze because I've trampled upon it. That's the energy that Spirit doesn't want you to do. There's no trampling in this case, right? You don't want to hit the ground hard. That would mean that you have too much, you're carrying too much. And carrying too much is going to exhaust you. Just like going gung-ho with your energy and your vibrancy, that passion, that drive, you're going to go gung-ho, and then you're going to find you have no juice left, right? It's like starting a marathon on a bike. You don't go ham and cheese the first few miles, and then you realize you still have 60 more miles to go. Now, where's the effort? This is a culmination here. This is not that's it, we got this. And I'm gonna blow the lid off here. It's not about blowing the lid off for November, okay? It's going to exhaust you. It's gonna cause wildfires in the greens that you're in, this green energy that you're in right now. It's gonna cause the incineration of these little tufts of baby grass and baby tree hairs. Okay? Now for the unexpected and unforeseen for you for the month of November. Ooh, deep knowing. I like that. I like that reference, because the Mother of Pentacles is definitely a wise character, right? She's the mother. She's given birth. She's had these different cycles within her. Even the stars, right? They've been around for whatever they call it, millennia and stuff. So there's this deep knowing that's going to come to you in November, and you might learn from trial and error. It's not to like get down on yourself if you do end up putting out your fight, your engine kind of comes to a halt, or stops roaring maybe a little bit a couple days into November, or at some points. It's going to be this trial and error, right? Just like you're cooking something in a cauldron, you're creating the perfect thing to devour, or thing to be nourished by. Well, it's going to take different experimentations, right? That's the whole point here. It's not having this end goal, because I feel like by the end of November, and even during, you're going to start to witness and maybe remember at whatever point that it's all for something, and it's showing you just exactly where you're going at each and every moment if you're listening and paying attention. And it's gonna feel good, I think. Overall, I think it will feel really good. So that's your reading, pile 2. I just want to thank you for being here. If you've made it all the way to the end, my friends, if you did, can you put a little star emoji in the comments? If not, like the video, share it with anybody that you think would appreciate and need this kind of guidance. And until we meet again, see you later. All right. Hello, pile 3. Thank you for being here. If you chose the Seafoam Heart, pile 3, this is your reading. I'm going to start with the charms here and see what themes and focuses are happening for you in the month of November 2024. This is your monthly maps. Let's see. So we have a shoe, we have a house, we have a archangel. This is Gabriel, the back here. And then we have a rose. Okay, so a rose. So I'm wondering if this first message is coming out is the rose, right? And it's beauty. So there's could be references to romance in November. But I'm also being drawn to the aspect of thorns in the rose. So for some people, it could be something about healing. I think Gabriel is representative of healing. I mean, there's many messages, but that's there's many things that Gabriel can stand for, but I believe healing is one of them. And so I'm wondering if there's healing from heartbreaks, maybe it's getting oneself back on their feet, a steadiness, cleaning house, taking care of the house, taking care of finances, or taking care of house things. I'm also seeing Mercury here with the shoe, and like Mercury with the winged feet. So there's like communication, right? Communicating. Harmony. I'm getting harmony, making sure that you're feeling good this month, that your house feels good, that the energy that surrounds you feels good, that the places and situations that you find yourself are in places that feel good. There's definitely an energy here of keeping your energy clean, tidy, and not clean and tidy in a sense of like neuroticism. This is just in a way of keeping yourself feeling at ease and peaceful, like enjoying every step of the way is coming up here for November. If you believe in archangels, if you study archangels, maybe looking up Gabriel and his messages, any kind of medicine that Archangel Gabriel might be able to assist you with. Okay. Mercury too. I reference Mercury here. Okay. So we're going to see what journey you're going to be on for the month of November. Ooh, so it says choosing your path. All is possible. So right before I turned that card over, I was noticing the house, and in the work that I'm doing now, we're studying one of the Hebrew letters, or we're studying the Hebrew letters, and the letter Beit or Bet is the second letter. You could say it many different ways. It represents house. And so I was just thinking about the house in reference to this distinguishing. The house represents and distinguishes between the inside and the outside. And how I was just thinking of once something comes from the inside out, or in this essence communicated from the inside out, it's created. And so I love that choose your path came up as your journey for November. So this is definitely different again from the other 3 piles that I have, or the other 2 piles that I have done for. This is an energy here of, choosing something to go towards, right? If I would say that pile 1 was already on their last leg of the race, and pile 2, I think, was like just starting off, you're more of like the middle. you're kind of in the middle, I feel like, of those 2 opposites, and you're being asked right now to um, you know, pick something. Pick something in your life and go towards it. In a sense, understand that this is just a choice in the matter, right? You don't have to wind your energy up or get wound up. And if this is something that is completely unknown to you, again, I was picking up that energy that maybe this pile might be coming out of a harsh like stage of their life. I don't know, maybe some relationship issues or financial troubles. Okay, so choose your own path. Okay. I always forget. Sometimes my train of thought goes away. But anyway, ooh, I love it. This your spirit ally, the animal ally for this month is number 5. It's the bat spirit says a rebirth is assured. So for sure, this could be like you guys are starting from like tower energy. Things have gone very shaky in life. Maybe a lot of changes for you, and you're being asked again to like start over. Okay, this is like starting over for sure. Like I said, you're not a beginner in that middle ground, or you know you've been there, done that, and now you're like, my goodness, am I gonna do it again? So like, take that bat spirit, that energy of being able to, a creature of the night, being able to fly in the night, being able to guide its way through the darkness, knowing that like again, this rebirth will come back for you. It's trusting that like, okay, you know, maybe things didn't go well or as I thought they would, and now I'm gonna have to choose again, choose something else to do so because change is recommended. You have number 5 here. It's representative of change in different, different numerology modalities that exist out there. Number 5 is associated with change and some of that. So accept this change that's happening in your life, right? Soothe yourself again in the manners that you need to. I don't think it's a coincidence if you were drawn to the seafoam green because the ocean can be very crazy and treacherous at times when it's dark and deep and blue. And then there's times where like the ocean is very peaceful and calm with that sea foam wave colors, the turquoiseness. And so I'm almost seeing like there's a peace beyond the storm here, my friends. Okay. For those of you that felt drawn to this pile, I feel like that's resonant for most of you. So this is the communication from spirit, anything that you need to see, hear, witness, understand, and know, things like this. So you have altar, dedication, and then you have the Lord and God and masculine energy here. Okay. So there could be an asking you here to give yourself like a break. First of all, that's something I'm hearing is give yourself a break. Okay, I'm almost seeing like give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a break, and also allow yourself to dedicate some time into coming back to a refocus on moving and grooving again, right? A refocus on, feeling energized again to get your feet going again, right? To move on to the next thing or to take the next step forward. This dedication word here that I'm seeing with the altar, I'm also hearing devotion. And so there's this devotion of self, right? It's like giving yourself your own flowers, even if life has offered you thorns, and still seeing this kind of, sun rising again or beauty to be beholden again vibe. And so I feel like devoting yourself and dedicating yourself, even through meditation, if you feel like you just can't take that step forward yet, or whatever the case is, something that's blocking you, those emotions are hitting you hard, you're just not in the mood, in your feels, whatever the case is, I feel like even doing just some envisioning is an act of action itself, right? So in any way that you can take action, whether it's physically, whether it's mentally, spiritually, like you're asked to like carve out some time and actual dedication, devotion to this idea or notion, and however you can get it. Ooh, and so I had written some things down for the piles, and for your pile, pile three, I had written down that I couldn't get a card at first for November, the Sacred Traveler over here, that I couldn't get a card at first. But you know why? Because I was saying November 2023. And then when I realized that, I was like, oh, wait, I need a card for November 2024. The card popped out within like a couple of seconds after. So there's something to, maybe this has to do with around that time of year of November of last year, around this time. Maybe what's going on now has something to do with that time, or has some kind of, yeah, I would literally go back and see what was happening for me around that time, and see how it's significant into now and playing out with the energies that are happening now. You can, because sometimes our memories are not that great. You can go back into your calendar and see what events were going on in November that maybe might jog your mind. You could go back into your gallery, your photo album in your gallery, and see what pictures and things that you had pictures you had taken and videos you had taken back in November of last year, or go back in your notes if you journal and see what you had written back in those times. There's something there. There's something in November. Maybe it's very vivid and clear to you, but there's that part too of going back, because there could be something significant there. And with all that being said, again, this communication of devoting, like I said, some kind of something towards being re-energized again. Okay. So this is energy that you are embracing, or should embrace with you and take with you for the month of November. And you got 3 cards. Usually it's only 2. So you are to embrace the 9 of Swords. I mean, look at this card. It's already very unappealing to the eye, even though there's some eyes here. Then you have the 8. The 8 of Pentacles. And then you have the Mother of Cups. So Mother of Cups is Queen of Cups energy. So for sure, this is a time to, embrace the emotions, those waterworks is what I wanted to say. If you've got a lot of tears, shed them. Don't try to be don't try to be someone who negates what they're feeling, trying to maintain a tough guy role, or trying to look composed and like they have all their things together. I think right now, Spirit for sure is asking you to embrace the fact that you've been through hell, or maybe you are still in hell, or you're feeling very nightmarish. You're feeling very full of the things that just aren't going right for you. Whatever the case is, embrace that and know that that's all part of like your Indra's net. And I think of like the Indra's net is something, if I'm not mistaken, it like is bejeweled and it encompasses like the all of people or something. In this case, it's like your Indra's net is like encompasses all of your jewels, right? So even your thorns, and even your cuts and scrapes or whatever is a sight to behold, right? Just like this unsightly card, you still want to look at it. It draws you in, and so it has a reason and purpose for its existence. There's still some kind of pleasure even looking at its displeasure, and it's all part of what you're creating. This canvas, right? This canvas, I think of 8 of Pentacles is the sun in Virgo. So there's that Virgin energy, Virgo energy. Yeah, that's that rebirth, right? You could rebirth, like you have this chance for a new slate. You don't have to work off the same tried and true vibes. Okay, but it's also not negating the feeling and sensations of what was, of what it, or what you're currently experiencing right now. Like given to, yeah, I think just, okay, funny, because I was going to say it's the Mother or the Queen of Cups is the water element of the court suit, and the cups is water. So you have water of water. It's like given to those waves, lap in the waves of luxury, even if it's been stormy. Okay. because soon I imagine, you start building a web. If you continue, you're eventually going to create a masterpiece. You're not just going to have one string to rely on. You'll have many strings. I'm seeing like the string now of tying the shoe. Maybe your shoe's been untied for quite some time. Okay, so we're going to see what you should let go of and leave behind right now for the month of November. You have the Ace of Pentacles and you have the Princess of Swords. Okay, so you want to be careful, I think, of feeling like, wow, I've experienced all of these things, and now I've got to really step my game up, and I've got to really hit the ground running and create and make all these things happen. My Eight of Pentacles, this effort that's sustained over time. No, I've got to get this done quick. I've got to get all my ideas out there. My ideas have to manifest into something. Let's go. I'm ready to do this. Slow it down. Slow it way the fuck down. My friends, we're not trying to do tsunami vibes here. Okay, this pile for sure. This is not tsunami vibes. The water again it's not dark and it's not deep out there, not to say that's not how you feel or the depths of your feeling. That's completely different. I'm being referenced, or I keep referencing back that seafoam green and those calm, cool waves, right? This is collecting oneself. And so your focus doesn't need to be on regaining everything and being seen as, again, composed, perfect again, that kind of vibe. Okay, this is not about letting your ideas, you get carried away with that, right? The ideas are good, the ideas are wonderful, but not to get carried away with it. Again, it's like too many ideas are gonna create noise, right? It's asking you to choose one thing and work on that, on creating that thing while you're experiencing the energetic realm and fields, the emotional realm and fields of things, okay? And so the unexpected and unforeseen for you, is to be fair, number 38. So to be fair. So I almost feel like that's saying there will be a silver lining. It might not seem like that right now, but there will be a silver lining. I think what you want to happen and what will happen, I think it will shock you. I think you might be surprised. At what does come your way or what is coming your way. If you could sit, like I said, with your reading, if you could sit with these energies and the things that I've spoken, take my advice lightly, but these readings have been helpful for me, and I hope that they will be helpful for you, pile 3, for sure. Okay, so that's your reading. Thank you for sticking around. If you have made it this far, my friends, please put a yellow heart into the comments. And if not, like my video, share it with anybody that you think would find my video helpful. And until we meet again. Okay, hello, pile 4. Thank you for being here. If you chose this electric blue heart, this is your reading. I'm gonna get right into the charms, see what the focuses and themes for you are for the month of November. All right, so have a little eye, all-seeing eye with a gingerbread, a little chihuahua. We have a key with the heart. Then we have a piggy bank. Okay. So I'm seeing keep your eye on the prize. I'm also seeing finances being highlighted in November. Maybe you're saving up for something. Maybe you've been saving your energy. Maybe you're waiting for things to unfold and be unlocked for you. I'm seeing that key with the heart. And I'm also seeing underdog energy with the Chihuahua. I'm seeing underdog energy because it's small. And I'm also witnessing how small the little gingerbread little guy here looks. So I'm wondering if you have been underestimated, and you will soon find it's almost like you've been underestimated, and you'll soon find that the way you've been alert and keeping track, there's gains even if in small insignificant things, I almost feel like. So I feel too, gingerbread man, you got that warm energy. It brings out like sensations of joy. So there's something here, maybe finding your joys, maybe seeing things that you didn't see before. There could be needs to prove oneself. And I almost feel like take that lightly, like don't take that so seriously. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out. Maybe more will come up, but that's what I'm getting so far from the charms. I want to look at the notes that I wrote here. Okay, funny, I love it. So I wrote some notes for the piles, for your pile specifically. I wrote slow down and choose. And then I wrote, it's like a roulette wheel that kept going. I said, like a roulette wheel that kept going. Okay, I see. It's like a roulette, yeah, like a roulette wheel that kept going. Like you see like the spinning action of at a casino or something of the roulette wheel. And then like you're like, okay, what number should I choose? But then you never choose. You never like drop the ball and actually choose a number. So it's something about slow down and choose. So with the small stature here too, I wonder if there's something about trying to prove yourself in November. Maybe trying to prove that you have what it takes, or prove that you're on top of your game. But I almost wonder if there's, on top of that, a need to honing back to what you know to be true, and where your intuition is drawing you, right? So it's not letting yourself be carried away without then, I think, realizing the end goal, the whole point, right? I'm almost feeling like, yeah, like I'm gonna say, like, don't be bragging so much this month too is coming out. Something about not bragging or not being a braggart, because I feel like you'll get knocked off your feet. Like you're already amazing, you're already cool, you're already winning. So make sure like you keep the winning up and not staying stuck in an energy that then consumes you. It's like when you know too much, or when you think you know everything and you realize that that's not the case. I'm getting the all bark, no bite with the Chihuahua. You know, again, you are amazing, you are cool, you might know a lot, but don't let that lead you from unlocking potentials in the physical. And I say physical because I think of the money in the piggy bank, and money discs, pentacles of the zodiac have to do with that earthly plane magic. Okay, so this is going to be the journey that you're on for the month of November. Ooh, it says embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. Okay, so yeah, this is enjoying oneself, and this is enjoying oneself because you've been through some like, you know, I'm gonna say alchemy because I can't think of another word right now. You've been through transformations, right? You've been through the larva stage to the butterfly stage, right? You're winning. I'm thinking about the Six of Wands that I saw earlier in one of the cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot. In one of the other piles was the butterfly on the Six of Wands. Like you're winning. And it's time to embrace like this enthusiasm right? This enjoyment of where you're at right now. Ooh, don't tell me all of these piles are upside down. Okay, so look at that. So far your cards have looked upside down, okay? And that's because of the way I put them out. So I must have picked up the pile upside down for them to be upside down. Now it's funny because I was like, no way I want the embracing the enthusiasm to stay upside down. But I almost feel like keeping this one upside down. But I won't. But I'll tell you, I'll read both energies of this. You know, the positive and the negatives, of course, because that's how I feel right now. So you have number 4. You have the badger spirit is a spirit animal ally to assist you for the month. And it says, be fearless and bold. It's funny that I wanted to keep it reversed. So there's this energy of like, yes, what did I say? You are amazing. You've proven yourself despite your small stature or being underestimated, right? But there's this sense of like, if you let that chihuahua loose, it's going to eat this freaking gingerbread cookie. And it's going to take that joy away from you. It's going to take that enthusiasm away from you. And then you're going to be left again with a key, but no actual door to open up, right? You're going to find yourself locked out of opportunities and situations because you let this like badger spirit go a little too fearless and a little too bold, a little too rough. I think of the badger sometimes it could be like a bully energy, which is fun that they put flowers all over. I don't know too much about animal spirits, but that's what I'm getting. So it's like honing yourself in, right? Like choosing your battles, knowing when to push, knowing when to back off, you know, playing with your odds, but managing your odds. And in this case, it's like, it doesn't have to be about winning for you, right? It doesn't have to be about the quickness of the casino game, right? That Russian roulette wheel I was seeing. It doesn't have to be like a quick, like, okay, drop the ball there and drop the ball there, drop the ball there and get the ball into that certain number slot that you're betting on. Because you can quite technically with this rush, and this energy that wants to kind of slow you down and savor, you could end up literally dropping the ball, right? So this is communication from spirit, anything that spirit wants you to know. And you have in bulk, awakening. I like that. Got purple flowers here, I'm noticing. So you have awakening in bulk. And then you have, wow, Watchtower of the East, spring. Yeah, there's a softness here. There's a soft energy here. There's a need for you to kind of soften those rough around the edges vibes. Maybe you're used to things going your way and very used to success in the material world. And Spirit wants you right now for the month of November to kind of stop and smell the roses and stop and smell the flowers and take things slow and easy and give yourself a break, you know? Flower energy, flowers. So many flowers, so many things to smell and witness and savor and bloom with, right? You got the all-seeing eye here, and then you have the purple. I was first drawn to that purple energy. And it's like using your will, this yellow energy, the will, the solar plexus, and using it for your third eye purposes, right? Maybe this is asking you to embrace spirituality more, where you've been more embracing physicality and earth energy vibes. It's asking you to feel light and airy, right? It's still asking you to continue to be who you are. It's not saying that you have to change who you are, but where are you being invited to savor an experience? Does this mean savoring an experience with yourself, with a partner, in a relationship? Does it mean to savor the money you've made, to savor your success instead of like being ready and gung-ho to choose the next thing? This is saying like slow it down enough that you like witness your gain instead of seeing it as a means of the next step to your success and the next step to your success. Okay, these are clear messages. So this is going to be what you should embrace and take with you for the month. So you have the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. Pretty contrasting energy here, with all the color. And then we have 10 of Wands and the freaking 8 of Cups that are literally the black and whites cards of the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. Go figure. Um, I almost feel like taking a stock within yourself of trying to understand where this push and needing to prove oneself, and feeling small and maybe inferior at times and needing to be large and in charge and confident. Maybe taking stocks in where you feel like you've let your own self down, right? Where you held so much responsibility, as someone seen to be large and in charge or a leader, and see where those moments um, have left you high and dry, or where those moments have left you less than satisfied, where you've put effort in only to realize, the fruits of your labor were none, or null and void, or not what you expected. You're being asked, right? 10 of Wands is that Mercury in, no, it's not Mercury. It's Saturn in Sagittarius is representative of the 10 of Wands here in this card. And so you have Saturn associated with constriction and restrictions, right? And Sagittarius is expansive. Sagittarius, ruled by Mercury, wants to keep going and experiencing. It's the adventurer, but there's a limit here. So you're asked with this 8 of Cups. This 8 of Cups is disappointments, right? It's like where I almost feel like, yeah, it's like there's something tap into, you could even inquire. This doesn't even have to be things that are unresolved within you, but inquire what it is that makes you want to go and move on to the next accomplishment and the next thing, because you could do it, and doesn't let you stop and smell the roses. What was so disappointing that now you refuse to savor anything, and you just need to prove yourself and go and do these things? Kind of embrace that right now. Like what is it that you've held on to and felt responsible for? You could ask yourself those kind of questions, that doesn't let you see the brighter side of life and the brighter side of things. I think it will be helpful for you. Now, let's see what you are to let go of and leave behind for the month of November. It's so funny. I just felt choppy saying that. I'm like, what to let go of? So I feel choppy. I almost feel like you do not like that. This pile might not like that advice. But take it with a grain of salt, right? This is your chance to follow your own intuition and see where it takes you, right? This is just guidance for me, my friends. So this is what you are leaving behind and letting fall away for the month. You have the Moon and the Princess of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, there's another feeling of like the Princess of Cups, right, is remind me of the beginning. She's the gung-ho of the court cards because she's the youngest, right? She's the Page of Cups, the Princess of Cups. And the princess and the page of the court suit represents earth energy. So you have Earth of Cups. Cups is water, you said. So you have Earth of water. And I'm being reminded of like the I Ching. If you follow the I Ching, each of the lines, there's lines and then there's broken lines. And however they create, there's 6 lines, 3 on top, 3 upper, 3 lower. And their variations, whether they're broken lines or open lines or solid lines, creates a pattern, right? So you might have fire over water, or earth over air. In this case, I'm seeing that you have earth over water, and that is in disharmony, right? In the I Ching, right? Because it's like it should be water over earth. And I don't know if this is factual, but this is like what I'm seeing. Like I'd have to literally go into the I Ching and see if that's true. But that's the intuition, the image that's coming to me is like you have the earth over the water, and you're trying to like squash the water with the earth. And by doing so, you're not allowing yourself to process something here, right? It's like empty success. This pile we don't want empty success, my friends. We want you to enjoy what you are contributing and putting out there, right? It's not just to accomplish. Do you feel good? Do you feel good about what you're doing? You know, the moon here in what to let go of and leave behind, it's asking you to, in this case, not to fluctuate, not to fluctuate in your emotions where they have you feeling like super small one day and then fired up the next day, right? This small stature versus like this, I've got it, I've got the key to my success. I'm, like this sensation of basically what I'm seeing is to say hello to my little friend. And that little friend is the person inside of you, right? That you haven't given a chance to express itself yet because you're trying to drown it out by doing the next thing, by putting the next thing out there. So it's not like, hey, embrace that it's the unknown and the dawn of a new day, right? No, it's leave behind that energy and actually get into the nitty-gritty, my friend. Okay? Interesting. Okay, so let's see what the unexpected and unforeseen for you for the month is. Exactly, it's the observer of the moon. Dude, I do not pick these cards ahead of time. I do pick the cards ahead of time, but I never know what they are until I flip them over. The unexpected, unforeseen is like things that could happen through the month. It could be up to you on on what you think it might mean. But observer, looking at the moon, it hasn't cracked this new egg yet, right? It hasn't cracked the new egg. Instead, this sly little fox, this freaking awesome, wickedly successful sly fox that's used to charming its way and getting its way. It's like it's asking you this month to really observe the moon. And so what does that mean to you? It's exactly what I was talking about here. So I won't go over that again. So my friends, this is for you, pile 4. Thank you if you've made it all the way to the end here. I would love for you to put a emoji of a butterfly in the comments if you made it this far. If not, please like my video and share it with anybody that you think might need help or appreciate it. And so, yeah, this is it. Until next time, my friends, thanks.